My name is Marija Andrijašević. I'm a Croatian writer and I live in Split. I write mostly prose and poetry. This form of project, and specifically I mean the writer's residency, is one of much needed getaways for writers, because often we tend to get too much carried away with daily life, and we need to shift focus to actually sitting down and creating and writing. What these kinds of residencies do for writers is they offer them that semi or completely isolated place where you can really focus on your thoughts, your ideas, and develop them into stories or poems or whatever genre you operate in. There was a specific reason why I chose North Wales, but Wales in general, because this book of short stories I'm working on is somewhat based on the work of Raymond Williams, who is a really good Welsh cultural studies theorist. And also I'm a big fan of nature, and I feel most like myself when I'm in the surroundings of trees, seas, flowers, birds. That kind of surroundings make me feel like I'm free of everyday life, and like I can create without any social boundaries. I heard about the Ulysses project from my fellow writers in Croatia, and I applied mostly because they had such good experiences. And my first choice was Wales, and my second choice was, well, if you cannot send me to Wales, please send me to Mlada. But the commission decided that I should go to Wales, and I thank them for that, because Caernarfon, where we are at, is such a nice place, and it's historical, and it has so much to offer to writers. And now, when the restrictions are a bit relaxed, Wales happened to be my first residential project, and it's a nice place to be and to start sort of getting rid of all these anxieties COVID-19 brought to every single one of us. COVID-19 hasn't affected my writing so much, but I did publish a novel at the end of 2021 that deals with climate crisis, and one of my protagonists is a biologist who is very much aware of the world coming to this critical shift, and she is somehow trying to be at peace with the person who she is, but also the biologist in her. And for me, I think that was enough in a sense of like giving an opinion of today's life. I've spent here a fortnight, and I met Maša Senicić, who is a poet and a writer from Serbia. We spent almost every day together, and we discussed a lot of themes that connected to writing, from our personal poetics to how we create and what are some of our impulses when we are writing. But also we joined in exploring nature, so we explored most of this part of Snowdonia that goes from Anglesey to Beaumaris to Bangor to Caernarfon. We also heard a lot of Welsh folk tales, and we met a lot of Welsh people, and we are actually sad that this residency lasts for only 2 weeks, because on the first week we were so into discovering this whole area, and on the second week we were like, okay, now we can start writing. And on the third week, that should have happened, we now have to leave. So it's a bit of a sad feeling. I also want to thank Nikki Beach for hosting us in such a nice way, and she was here for us with every answer that we needed. She even hosted a dinner for us, and she made us feel as comfortable as we are at home, and I would really like to thank Nikki for that, because you need a good host to make a residency work. I think I will carry this experience with me, not just for a year or two, but for my whole life, because I've seen so many things. I've also met so many people, and in a sense of creating, I also started to write something I never thought I will write. So I started to develop it here a bit more, and I'm looking forward to see what will come out of it. I will not discover what it is, because I never talk prematurely about what I'm working on, but I think it's a joyous ride for now, a bit scary, but you have to take what Wales is giving you, so I'm taking it.